In this video, I'm going to show you how to manage your contacts. So let's navigate over to contacts by clicking on contacts over here on the left-hand side. And then you'll see that I've got my imported list of contacts. And if I want to manage any of these contacts or their contact details, all I'm going to do is click into the contact that I would like to manage. So I'm going to click into Andy's contact over here. And you'll see that we have a bunch of information that we can edit and customize for Andy. So a few things you'll notice is that here we have our base information. We have his email, his first name, his last name, his mobile phone, his company and tax number. So that is where that information is all going to be. And if Andy decides to get in contact with me and he says, hey, I'd really like to put in my contact number, then you can go ahead and manually add that into the system and then go ahead and save those changes. So now Andy has a mobile number saved into the system. And if at any point he enters that mobile number into a section within the system, that information will automatically update in his contact. All right, then we have our location. So this is his country, his region. This is his shipping details, essentially. So if he orders something from you, then his location details will be captured. You then also have the network section over here, and this is all relating to affiliate marketing. So you can have their rank, their demotion and status demotion dates, and their status. So if you do affiliate marketing, this is where that information is going to be stored and where you can update it manually. Then we have our other information, and this is all of the lists, tags, access cards, and programs that they have assigned to them. So lists are the email lists that they have been added to. Tags are any tags that they have been assigned. So here we have the imported list tag that's been assigned to this contact. So we know that this contact was imported. And then we have our access cards. So what access cards they are granted. I'm going to cover access cards in further detail in a future video in this series. And then we have our programs, and I did cover programs and granting access to programs in the programs playlist. So go and check that out over there. But if you want to manage what lists, tags, access cards, and programs they have access to, then this is where you can manually manage that here within the contacts. We then have our other details. So here we have tickets, and here you can see how many help desk tickets this contact has submitted. You can also view those tickets from this section. You can view their orders and what orders they have placed. You can view their order history here as well. And you can view what subscriptions they have. And again, you can view all of their subscription history there as well. We then have our engagement rating, and this is how engaged this user is with our business. And this engagement rating has a rating of 0 to 10. And a 10 rating is incredibly good. So if you hover over the tooltip, it will tell you exactly what this means. So when a contact engages with your business, and that is in any way, so if they log into your system, if they read an email, whatever it is, if they are engaging with your business, they will get an engagement rating of 10. Over a period of 10 days, if they don't engage in your business, then the engagement rating will drop by 1. So if you send an email today and 10 days later they haven't read that email, then they're going to drop down to a 9 engagement rating, and so on and so forth. So pretty straightforward. And the important thing to note about the engagement rating is that this is going to affect your sender reputation. So when you send messages from the system, you are able to choose the engagement rating of the audience receiving those messages, and you generally only want to be sending emails to engaged users in your list. You do not want to be sending emails to inactive, disengaged users in your list. So that is why the engagement rating is very important. Then we have our consent over here, and this is just going to tell you whether or not this user has consented to marketing communication or not, or any other consent fields that you may have created within the system. So that is the overall rundown of the contacts and the contact details. We then have our actions over here on the top right-hand side. Here is where you can reset their password for them. So if you need to send them a dummy password for whatever reason, you can do that. You would generally send them a reset password link by using the send password over there. If you do need to send them a reset password link manually, that's where you do it. You can also reparent them. This is to do with affiliate marketing, and you can also delete this contact. So I want to say something about deleting contacts. If you delete a contact within the system, it is never hard deleted. They are only soft deleted. So this is what I mean by soft deleting contacts within the system. If I come here to Andy and I go ahead and delete that contact, I say delete, you'll see that he has been deleted, but he hasn't been removed from the system. So this means that he will no longer be receiving any sorts of communication from us, but we do still have his details within the system in case he decides to re-engage with the business. Then he doesn't need to have everything redone. We already have that, and it can just be reintroduced back into the system. And so if you want to undo that, all you have to do is come here and restore the contact. Again, clicking on those three dots, hitting restore, and then his contact has been restored. You can also further manage this list by filtering it and filtering the contacts that you would like to view. So if you click on filter, you can view all of your contacts, you can view your active contacts, you can view your deleted contacts, and you can add views. So if I add a view and I create a new view and I'm going to add a filter, and let's say that I want this to be a contact who belongs to the list, and we don't have a list actually, who has a tag. Let's go ahead with that. So I want to view the contacts who have the specific tag that is the imported list tag, and I'm going to hit save. Then I can save that view and I can select that view, and we need to remove the deleted filter, and then I can view the contacts that have that imported list tag attached to them. So that is how you can filter through your contacts as well. And when you want to remove that filter, you would simply remove that filter from the top there. So that is how you can manage your contacts here within the system. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to add custom contact fields to your contacts. So this is going to be information that you gather for your specific business needs that aren't inherently in the system. So I'm going to show you how to create those custom contact fields next. I'll see you there.